What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's weekly rant. It is Saturday morning here in Germany. It's the 24th of August. This is the weekly rant for you guys. Look, I was watching a podcast and Senator Ron Johnson was on it. Now, I generally like Ron Johnson. He's a great guy. He's one of the patriots, one of the few that are in government that actually wants to get stuff done, actually wants to do something about the corruption, about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, about the COVID era drama, the taking away of people's rights, the forcing of a vaccine, the problems that we're seeing from the vaccine at this moment. It's bananas, and nothing is being done about any of these things, right? Nothing, absolutely nothing. No accountability. I mean, it started, the whole thing, in my view, when I first started paying attention to politics, was around the time Donald Trump was getting ready to get elected. And I saw the first thing with Hillary Clinton. She's up there in Congress lying about Benghazi. Then she's lying about her documents. Then she's lying about her server. And I was like, okay, well, why is nothing happening to her? Why is this okay? Why is it that apparently Congress is the oversight of the other branches of government, and yet when they try to oversee it, they get stonewalled, they get lied to, the people just ignore their subpoenas. Hillary Clinton has an illegal server in her house. That was proven. It was proven she destroyed emails. It was proven she had her staff destroy phones. And nothing ever happens to these people. And COVID, Brennan lying to the CIA guy, lying to fucking Congress about the spying after the Edward Snowden thing. The fucking other guy, I forgot what his name is, the bald guy. It's fucking driving me crazy. And I know I'm not the only one, okay? So Ron Johnson is on this podcast. They're talking about COVID, and then they start talking about the Trump assassination attempt, which, by the way, I haven't heard any more shit about, except for, things that private people are uncovering, and some of the things that Congress did get told to them are coming out, about, well, the Secret Service didn't take the first shot, blah, blah, blah. Look, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? It's crazy. The guy... Everybody was so happy in 2022 that at least the Republicans got the House. We got the House. I mean, we've got some power to actually do something because we've got the power of the purse. And every time they have a hearing, the people that are called to go and testify at these hearings basically spit in these Congress people's faces. They don't tell them shit, and then they walk off with a middle finger in the air saying, you know what? Fuck you people. We don't owe you shit. Right? It's the same thing with the Secret Service. Now, what the fuck? Where are the actual people that were there on the ground testifying in front of Congress? Oh, and I know some people are going to say, well, it's kind of like break time and it's vacation time in Congress. Listen, guys. Sorry. When you get paid this amount of money and you get elected to represent the people and somebody tries to shoot your main guy, right? There's no vacation time. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. You get down to the fucking bottom of this shit. But no. And Ron Johnson, basically solidifies the argument again. Because he says, look, the Senate can't do anything. We've got no subpoena power. So we got to wait for the House investigation. And the House has to wait on the FBI and the Secret Service investigation. How is it that these people are allowed to investigate themselves? What is the point of oversight and 3 branches of government, or 4 branches of government, whatever it is? How is it that this branch of government that's responsible for oversight over the others, how is it that they can't do the oversight? How is it that they have no power? They do have power. They just don't want to fucking use it. You see? Because they have the power of the purse, which is the biggest power that you have. Because they can say to all these fucking agencies and all these people, look, we're just going to defund the whole shit. We're just going to fucking strip the money. And then that's the end of it. Right? That's the end of it. They probably don't even have to really do it. They just have to threaten them with it. But they don't even do that. They won't even do that. And yes, okay, I get it. Ron Johnson and Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene, and there's a couple good people down there. But even they are really not, they're not able to get anything done. So, guys, I say it over and over again, right? I say it over and over again. You have to start looking at the voting records of these Republicans in Congress, and you have to, everybody that's on the side of open borders, everybody that's on the side of no accountability for COVID, everybody that's on the side of no accountability for Secret Service people that were involved in this Trump assassination attempt, everybody that votes the wrong way against your values, you have to get rid of them. And you can write them letters. You can still give them a chance when it's not voting time. You can write them letters. You can contact them. You can contact these representatives and say, look, either you guys start doing your fucking job or you're gone. You know, England did this. England basically voted in the left. Big mistake. I mean, in my opinion. Well, I mean, it's not a mistake. I guess it's not a mistake. I guess the people of England thought, okay, it's going to be a rough 5 years if we vote in this leftist, insane person, Keir Starmer, you know, and the Labour government. But we have to teach the Tory government a fucking lesson. Those are the conservatives. Those are the ones that are responsible for taking care of Brexit, which they didn't do. They actually let more illegal immigrants into the country, which is the reason why the people voted for Brexit in the first place, right? So the people of the UK said, you know what? We're just going to take it in the ass for 5 years and let these leftist idiots fucking run the country. Because basically, the Tories are the same. Basically, the right, the conservatives, the so-called conservatives, are the same as them. We're not getting any different policies. So all we're going to do is we're just going to punish them. And we're going to show them, you know what? Fuck you, people. We're done. We're done accepting your promises and your bullshit talks about how you're going to do something. No, they don't do anything. Actually, you know, and that's the same thing in the States, right? The Republicans are really no different than the Democrats. They're the same shit. They're the same monster, right? They do the same shit. And they always promise, oh, we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. But they don't ever fucking do anything. It's all theater. It's all political theater. It's a show. So they drag people into Congress and fucking question them. And they've got good YouTube clicks because, oh my God, Ted Cruz says blah, blah, blah. Look, fuck off, right? Fuck off. I want to hear handcuffs clicking, right? I want to hear handcuffs clicking. I want people to be put in prison. I want Hillary Clinton behind bars. I want the fucking Secret Service people that were responsible for letting this fucking clusterfuck happen. I want them out of a job or in prison, or both if necessary. I want people to start being held accountable. And if they can't do it with sergeant-at-arms, holding people responsible, holding people in contempt of Congress, and putting them behind bars until they're ready to fucking talk, because apparently that's what I was told the sergeant-at-arms was for, is that they can use the sergeant-at-arms at Congress for people who defy subpoenas or refuse to answer questions. They just get put behind bars until they're ready to open their fucking mouth. Otherwise, you've got real no oversight, right? Otherwise, the corruption wins the day, just like it's doing now. Corruption wins, and honest, hardworking patriots get fucked. That's what's happening. And I'm tired of it. Even though I don't live in the States, I'm tired of it. Because the United States is supposed to be the beacon of hope for the rest of these countries in the West that are also falling into totalitarianism, right? Because the United States is basically also going into this corrupt, banana republic, third world country style of governance, and they're not getting anything done for the people. It's fucking gross, right? And these people purporting it are gross. I get it. Ron Johnson, yeah, well, you know, and he's basically saying on this podcast, I think it was Dr. Drew this week, you know, he's saying basically, look, you know, we've got to actually, what's going to happen is we're going to have to investigate the investigation on the Donald Trump assassination attempt. In other words, they can't really do an investigation. They got to wait for the FBI, and then we've got to investigate the FBI's investigation, because that's what we're going to. So, okay, well, good luck with that, because the FBI is obviously going to sweep everything under the rug as much as they possibly can, and then you're going to be investigating shit, incomplete fucking investigation. I don't get it. It's bullshit. Why? Just fucking get rid of Congress then. They obviously, what's the point in paying taxpayer money to 400 and whatever people, however many fucking people are there, you know what I'm saying? For them to just sit around and basically play political theater all day, but not actually get anything done, not get any fucking answers, not hold anybody accountable for any fucking thing that anybody does. It's bananas, you know. And if they can't use the sergeant at arms, I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was misinformed. Maybe I read it wrong. But what is the sergeant at arms there for? He can arrest people, right? They can arrest people. They can detain people. But I guess if that's not the case, because I never hear any of these Congress people talking about that. I never hear them talking about it. You know, so maybe I'm wrong about that. But they do have the power of the purse. They do have the power to defund, to strip money away from these agencies that are basically engaged in regular, continuous corruption all the time about every issue. You know, we don't have answers on JFK. The Republicans haven't done anything to shore up the voting system since 2020. Nothing. They've done nothing. I haven't heard them do shit. You know, there's some grassroots people on the ground doing great things to try to, you know, get some election integrity. But the Republicans and the people in Congress haven't done a fucking thing. You know what I mean? Nothing. They've had 4 years. Nothing. COVID, nothing. You know, the Trump assassination attempt, nothing. Hillary Clinton, nothing. You know what I mean? The spying on American citizens, nothing. As a matter of fact, instead of doing something about it, they renewed the fucking FISA program. You know what I'm saying? The Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act program that allows the fucking government to spy on American citizens. They just renewed it and refunded them. So they on the things that they're supposed to do something about, they're not doing anything about. And on certain things, not only are they not doing anything about them, they're fucking actually helping the corruption continue. They're making it so that the corruption can continue. They're making it so that these secret agencies that basically run the show can continue to spy on American citizens and use information against them for things that they say online. January 6th, Republicans, have they done anything about the January 6th people? No, they haven't. No, they haven't done shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, what can we do? I mean, with the DOJ, blah, blah, blah. Well, fuck it, do something. No, they're just going to sit back and let these fucking deep state agencies take over the whole goddamn country. They've already got a grip on it. And if Kamala Harris and Tim Walz get in there, it's over. It's fucking over. Because you've got nobody fighting on your side. They tell you they're fighting, and on YouTube it makes it look like they're fighting, but they're not really fighting because they're not really taking the risks. They're not really making the big moves. They're not showing their spine. They don't have any balls. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't really defund the CIA. I mean, we can't just get rid of the FBI. You know, fucking what's his name? The fucking Speaker of the House, Johnson. What a piece of shit. He's fucking balked on everything he said he was going to do. He's done a 180 on it. Everything. He's like, nope, I said this, but I'm going to do this. Yep, nope, we're going to keep funding FISA. We're going to keep funding the FBI. We're going to keep fucking playing political theater all day, every day, and hope that someday, sometime, that the situation will change and the situation will be more in our favor. Maybe someday, you know, someday these people, these corrupt motherfuckers will get, you know, the idea to not be corrupt motherfuckers. Maybe someday, right? Maybe someday. That's kind of their play. They're kind of hoping the shit just goes away. They're kind of hoping that the system just kind of changes on its own, I guess. Yeah, that's going to happen. Right? That's going to happen. It's fucking disgusting. These people are fucking disgusting. You know, it's actually traitorous. You know? It's actually traitorous because they are making decisions that basically help them, you know, or protect them. But they're not doing any protecting of the American people. They're not doing any helping of the American people. They say they're trying to get to the bottom of everything, and they're just not. And Ron Johnson, the senator, good guy, but basically just admits it. Look, guys, we can do that. That's what they all, every time they're asked about this. Why is nothing actually happening, right? About every one of these issues. They're asked about it all the time from podcasters and people that they go on their shows, right? And they always say the same thing. Our hands are kind of tied, guys. We don't have the power. Fuck you. If that's the case, then just fuck off, right? If that's the case, the system is useless. Congress is useless. All they do that they do get done is making more laws and regulations that fucking stamp down on the American people. That's all they did get done. But anything that can help the American people, all of a sudden, well, our hands are tied, guys. Our hands are tied. We can't do anything. Sorry. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. It's the same answer over and over again. And it's fucking time that shit is over. And the only way to make it get over is to fucking get rid of these people. Get rid of them all. Put in people that are willing to make the moves they need to make, that are willing to take the fucking risks they need to take. Right? That's it. That's the way to go. It's the only way to go. Because otherwise this shit is just going to continue. Like I said, I've named like now 15 things that they should have fucking done, and they haven't done it. They haven't done it. Right? They haven't got, now they're on vacation or whatever. Trump assassination shit, totally out of the picture. Totally out of the picture. Nobody's talking about it. Media's not talking about it. Congress isn't talking about it. And all they say is, we got to get to the bottom of it, guys, but we're going to have to wait until the FBI shit is done, and then we're going to have to investigate the FBI's investigation. What the fuck kind of shit is that? I don't get that shit. That's bullshit. Right? That's bullshit. They are responsible for oversight. That means the FBI and everybody else answers to them. And it just seems like completely the opposite. It seems like they tell everybody, no, we're the FBI, we're the CIA, we're the fucking deep state, and fuck Congress. Then we don't have to tell them shit. You know, every time it's an ongoing investigation. We can't tell you this. We can't tell you that. And then they scream about, well, you're going to get us these documents. You better get us these documents. And they go, yes, sir, we'll get you the documents. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we never hear shit about it again. The silver lining here, guys, is that JFK has now dropped out, endorsing Trump. Trump's going to put JFK, hopefully, head of the CIA or Health and Human Services. One of the two. Either one would be great. CIA would be better because it'd be fucking poetic justice. And finally, we might get some deep state fucking shit wiped away. We might get some answers. We're going to get answers on the JFK assassination. I'm sure they're going to put in, Trump talked about it last night, he's going to put in a fucking committee to investigate presidential assassination attempts, and that's going to wipe out the FBI's bullshit. That's going to expose these people for what they really are. It's going to expose the Secret Service people. Look, this alliance between Donald Trump and RFK, I keep saying JFK, it's RFK, is going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. It's a big white pill. And finally, with this kind of team, right? With this kind of team, we might finally be able to break this corrupt bullshit, right? We might be able to do it. I hope so. So, hey, these are the guys to go for. If you want to have an America like it was set up to be, your best chance to get it, the way the Founding Fathers imagined it, the best chance for you to get it is to vote Donald Trump into office and let them go in like a bull in a china shop and fuck shit up. That's what we need. That's what we need. We don't need any more fucking Ron Johnsons and Ted Cruzes and fucking everybody coming up trying to make excuses about why shit isn't getting done and how they've got no power. We can't get the votes and we can't. Look, fuck that shit. That shit's going to be done. And that's a good thing. And in the meantime, every time there's an election for a congressman or a senator, you primary those fuckers. Only the few people that have actually put in the work, that are actually trying to do good for the American people in the country, those are the people that you can keep. The rest have just got to go. The rest have got to go. Get fucking rid of them. Get involved. Start paying attention to what these people are doing. You elect them every 4 years, and then you just don't look at what they're doing anymore. That's it. You just fucking ignore it. I did my job. I voted them in. No. You've got to keep tabs on these fuckers. You've got to watch what they do. You've got to watch their voting record. It's not hard. You can look it up. It's fucking right there on the internet. The internet is not just for porn, okay? You can find out valuable information on the internet. I didn't know if people know that shit, but hey, it's there. You can find out what their voting records are. Get rid of them all and vote for people that are going to do something. Don't make it get to the point where you're just going to have to make a vote for the left just to punish the right, because that won't work out the same as it is in the UK. I mean, it's pretty bad for the UK. Hopefully the Tories learned their lesson from this. You know, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. We're going to find out next election cycle. In the meantime, the UK is going to have a rough time of it. The people of the UK are going to have it rough with this leftist ideologue government in place. We see it already. They're already becoming totalitarian on free speech and freedom of expression because of the riots. right? They've used that to fucking already clamp down on these people. And that's what the left will do. But maybe that's going to be necessary at some point. You know? Maybe in some, I'm not saying don't vote for Donald Trump just to punish the right. That's dumb. Don't do that. That's dumb as hell. Get Donald Trump in there. But these Congress people, hell, maybe you just need to teach them a lesson. Maybe you need to vote for the Democrat just to fucking show these Republicans, look, we're done with you guys. We're done. Either that, or start paying attention to people's voting records and individually get them out of there when it's time to vote. Primary these fuckers, put somebody new in there that's actually willing to do the work, actually going to be there for the American people, and is talking the talk that you want to hear that coincides with your values. That's the way to go. Jesus. It makes me so angry watching that shit. Even though I like Ron Johnson, I mean, it totally pissed me off hearing the same shit come out of his mouth. Essentially, it's we can't do anything. Our hands are tied, guys. I'm sorry. Well, fuck that then. Then fucking it's useless. If that's the case, they are a eunuched, gilded fucking branch of government that serves no purpose, and they might as well just go. We might as well save some taxpayer money on it, and they might as well just close that shit down because they are not able to do what they are there for to do. So there needs to be a lot of work done on this system. The system is completely corrupted and completely fucked up. A lot of work needs to be done, and the only people that are even talking about wanting to do it is Donald Trump with his new teammate RFK, JD Vance, and those people with big balls. They're the ones that are going to get this shit taken care of. And these fucking eunuch, gelded fucking pussies aren't going to be able to do a goddamn thing. Because they've shown that over and over again. For 10 years, I've watched congressional hearings, and not one has ended up in somebody's head rolling. Not fucking one. It's time that shit changes. And it's up to the American people to make it change. It's up to the American people to say, enough is fucking enough. And start primarying these people. Please. Please. I can't do it. I'm in another country. Right? I can't do it. Please do it. Vote for Donald Trump. Vote for RFK. Put that team in there. JD Vance, RFK, Donald Trump. Let them staff their shit so that we've got real anti-deep state motherfuckers in there. That's the way to go. And start primarying these fucking disgusting, spineless Congress people and senators that aren't willing to take the risk, aren't willing to fucking whip their balls out on the table and say, that's it. That's it. That's what you got to do. Guys, that was the weekly rant for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Sorry for the screaming. If you want to get my stuff in your inbox directly once it comes out, whether it's an article that I write, whether it's the weekly rant or the Insanity Report that comes out 5 times a week, then subscribe to my Substack. The links are below. You can do it for free, or you can do it for $5 a month to support me. I would appreciate that very much. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you guys next weekend. For the weekly rant, we'll see you next weekend. For the Insanity Report, we will see you on Monday. Have a good one.